3 more episodes to go this season. Can we win the Coppa Italia? Can we win SerieA? 2 games in SerieA today. Let's find out. Yes, hello, welcome on into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter and Football Manager 22. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss an episode. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. It was our second leg up against Juventus in the Coppa Italia semi-final. It was pretty exciting. Go and check it out. In today's episode, we have a couple of games in SerieA against Udinese and Salernitana, who have decided I'm going to call them 1919. That's what I'll refer to them as from now on. So we do have Udinese, who are in 8th, and 1919, who are down in 18th, which is going to make things really, really confusing. We're just continuing straight on from the last episode, so we're just going to get straight into it and show you the team for this one. Declan Rice has got a tight hamstring, says he's slightly doubtful for the game, but he is going to play. Doesn't have a choice. You can see from the league table, Inter have already played their game this weekend. They did win, so they are currently 3 points clear of ourselves in AC Milan. We've got to make sure that we beat Udinese today to keep the pressure on Inter. So this is the team we're going to go with. Patricio in goal, Zagadou, Lindelof and Romagnoli at the back, Dalot and Christensen out wide with Camavinga, Rice and Van de Beek in midfield, Abraham and Sesko up front. On the bench, Pellegrini has returned from his injury but he's not fit to play, so you can probably be coming off the bench, almost certainly for Van de Beek at some point later on in this game. But those 11 men out there are going to go and get us this win against Udinese, the tougher of the 2 games in today's episode. So we definitely to start off with a nice win. And then we can be nice and relaxed going into these or win against 1919 who are in 18th. Simple, yeah? So Udinese's form, 3 draws, 2 wins. Not been great recently. We've won our last 5 games. So hopefully we can continue that form into today as there's a highlight straight from kickoff. And Udinese have the ball here. Birindelli on the right hand side. For Distancio, back to Birindelli. Is there going to be a chance for Udinese early on? That'd be disappointing. Romagnoli wins a header though, but Koulibaly wins it back. And it is going to be a chance for Udinese. But it's cut off by Zagadou, who advances down that left-hand side. Really moving out of his central of the centre 3 back, the 3 centre-back position there, wasn't he? The ball gets switched to Dalot. Dalot's Bassi's man. Sesko heads it off the crossbar. Back to Dalot. Sesko again. No out to Christensen. Goodness me. Exciting early on here. Abraham heads it. We're up 1-0. That was just a minute of, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. It was a minute of excitement, craziness. The ball hitting off the bar. The ball coming back out. And Christensen here crosses it in. And Abraham gets a header. Sesko's came off the bar. But Abraham heads that one in. And we lead 1-0. But there's a highlight straight away from the kickoff again. Is it going to be 2-0 or is it going to be 2-2? That's not how games work. They need to score a goal and so do we. So 1-1. 2-0. No, can't be that. It's 1-0 or 2-0. Let's see what happens as they play the ball around this left-hand side to Udinese. Palaversa. Back to Samir. Palaversa. Kakavenda. Simeone. Koulibaly. Palaversa. He hits it and they score. And it's 1-0 after 2 minutes. Wow. I'll be honest, that's not the way I was expecting this game to start. Certainly not going up 1-0 so early. Certainly not conceding an equaliser so early either. Lindelof just does not follow Palaversa. And Patricio falls to his feet. And we fall to his knees, as you say. He was on his feet to begin with. And we are drawing 1-1. Corner kick from Udinese. Swung into the back post and it's cleared away by Lindelof. But Tello plays it into Samir. And Koulibaly for to Tello. Will he cut this back? He will. And it's nearly a goal, but it's just about saved by Simeone. We've got the ball here with Camavinga in the midfield. He loses it though. That was a poor pass. Tello comes away, but Dalot wins it back. Forward towards Sesko. Can Sesko get a goal to put its head back to Rice? And that's off the outside of the post. Oh, it's still 1-1. What a chance that was for Declan Rice to score. I know he's got a bit of an injury, but he should have been finishing that one. As we are still drawing 1-0, and we're not dominating this game at all. Ball thrown in from the right. And Udinese have it here on their right-hand side. In towards Simeone, and Zagadou's giving away a penalty. Oh my goodness me. Why does he do this all the time? There's a check for a penalty, and of course it's going to be one. There's no doubt. I've never seen it not being given a penalty in that instance. And Simeone steps up. Can he score this penalty to put Udinese ahead? No, he's straight at real Patricio. What a save for Patricio, keeping us in this game as it reaches half-time almost at 1-1. But we have a free kick here. Just on the stroke of half-time, Van de Beek hits the free kick. Good save. Can Lindelof tuck in? No, he can't. Oh, he could have tucked in the rebound there, but he didn't. And we will reach half-time 1-1. Drama in this game, and it's just 1-1 somehow. Well, Pellegrini, as I say, has come back from injury, so he's going to come on for Van de Beek here at half-time. And we'll see how that changes this second half. Salamakers has also come on for Dallo here, but there's not been a highlight in this second half, so we're going to go into our instructions, and we're going to do what we normally do when we start struggling a little bit here. We play a little bit more direct with a higher tempo. We don't try and play out of defence. We counter, and we try to distribute quickly when we are moving ourselves forward in this game. Less controlling the ball, playing about the back, more, getting forward quickly with the pace of our strikers and wide men. So let's see if we can do that here. And there is a highlight straight from this throw after the tactical changes. Lindelof all the way back to Patricio. So not really playing fast here, are we? As we are passing the ball about slowly at the back. But Romagnoli launches it, finds Christensen. Can he get the ball in? He can. Sesko hits it. Oh, it's just wide of the goal. What an effort from Sesko. There's just 2 minutes to go here, and I think we're going to drop points unless we can do something in these last 4 minutes that have been added on here, and we're not going to do anything. That was a poor performance in the end. And my goodness me, we've drawn 1-0. Look at the expected goals. Udinese 2.78, ourselves 1.18. We didn't deserve to get anything out of that game. Somehow we've come away with something, but it's not enough as we drop points at the top of the league. I've told them simply that was not good enough. And you can see AC Milan win as well, which means we are now behind by 2 points. The two Roma clubs, the two Milan clubs. Not good at all. 3 games to go and 2 points to make up on both those Milan sides. We'll be back in just 5 days for the game against Salernitana 1919. That's what I'm calling them. We're back in 5 days for that one, and we've got to be winning that. If we don't, the title race is done, which would be disappointing. I was hoping it would be going down to the last day. But you can see there, 2 points off. We're going to have to hope that Inter and AC drop points at some point between now and the end of the year. Surprising story, possibly. The Champions League semi-finals. United beat Real Madrid, and Man City lost to Leipzig, which means the final is Leipzig against Man U. Not something I was expecting here as early as 2024. But anyway, today we'll play our second game in SerieA of the episode, and it's up against Salernitana. I still can't say their name right. They're going to be called 1919 or Salerna. Where are they from? I need to find out where they're from. Salerno. We will be calling them Salerno from now on. We're playing up against Salerno today, and it's the only game being played on the Friday because we've got an Italian Cup final on the Wednesday. You can see Inter will play on Saturday night, and AC Milan, one assumes, is going to be playing somewhere else. Yes, the Sunday, there you go, against Crotone. So we've got to try to win, and that'll put us top of the league, with the two of them having to play later, see if they can catch up. So according to our training staff, Lindelof is struggling for a bit of fitness, so Kaiki will play for him today. And a couple of other changes as well. Salamakers instead of Dallo. Dallo picked up an injury in training, a twisted knee apparently. And Pellegrini will come back to play on that right-hand side of the midfield three, with Van de Beek dropping to the bench. So the team, Patricio, Zagadou, Kaike and Romagnoli, Salamakers and Christensen, Camavinga, Rice, Pellegrini, Abraham and Sesko up front. Let's get into it. Let's go and win this game, please. As I'm shaking here from my voice, I'm not quite fully recovered yet, but I'm nearly there. So, thought we need to get these videos recorded, so that's what we're going to do, even if I'm not feeling 100% at this point in time. The teams step out there. We're playing in white today, so hopefully we can go and score a goal. We scored an early one the last time round. Let's see if we can do the same here. Abraham with it. Back to Salamakers. It's forward to Abraham again. He's in behind the defence. What's he going to do now? Back to Salamakers. Will the ball come into the middle? Eventually, it goes all the way to Christensen, who's in the middle of nowhere there. Back into Rice, and Pellegrini, and Abraham, and Salamakers, and Pellegrini, and Abraham. We've got to finish here. Carry. Salamakers hits it into Sesko, and Sesko scores, I'm going to say. Doesn't look like it's going to be given offside. And we're going up 1-0 early on in the game again. Sesko this time, after the assist from Salamakers. It was beautiful football from us. Salamakers, I don't know if that's a shot, or if that's a cross. Either way, Sesko got on the end of it, and we lead 1-0. Throw in from Christensen here on the left-hand side. Over to Pellegrini and forward to Sesko. He's in behind the defence now. Can he reach the byline? No, but he plays into Abraham, who heads that from 18 yards out. And that nearly went in somehow. And Salerno, as we're going to be calling them, have got the ball. And they've just launched it long, and Kaiki comes away with it. Finds Salamakers, who will go down this line surely. No, finds Pellegrini. They've got an overload. Pellegrini hits it, and on his first start after his injury, he scores a fantastic goal. The keeper possibly should have saved it, but we lead 2-0. And we can see here, Salamakers gets it. Finds Pellegrini, who's just an overload here. It's 2-on-1, and he just hits it. The keeper should do better, but we'll take it, and we lead 2-0. Bellic with it, launches it away. It's just at the end of the first half here. And we've got a chance, possibly, to get a third if this highlight develops properly. Salamakers on the right-hand side. A lot of our chances have come down that side today. He goes to the byline, crosses the ball in. Abraham heads it, and he gets himself a goal. And that's 3 assists for Salamakers upon his return to the team here. He might have just played himself into the team for the cup final. Dallo had been a first choice on the right-hand side, but he's got that injury. Might be struggling to return in time for that Coppa Italia final. And Salamakers, as I say, 3 assists today. Good from him. And we lead 3-0 here as we reach half-time. Very happy with that performance indeed as we start this second half. And after a few minutes here, we'll probably take off some of our important players, give them a break in preparation for that final. And Salerno have the ball here in their midfield. Comes over to Schiavone. And Calon has it, and he drives down the middle. He hits it. Good save from Patricio, the man who's about to retire in just a couple of weeks' time. A good save from him there. And there's a corner kick for Salerno. Can they get a goal from it? No, they can't. It's cleared away. So I've just been told that Salamakers is 1 yellow card away from a suspension. I don't know if that's a domestic suspension or just in the league. So just in case it's a domestic one, we'll take him off. We don't actually have any right wing backs on the bench at the moment because of injuries. So Cancellieri is going to cover there. Not ideal, but you'll be able to do it. And Christian Taliso will come on for Camavinga in midfield as well to get him some fitness back in his legs. He's just returned from injury as well. 20 minutes to go. There's another highlight here as they play the ball around the back. Do Salerno comes down this right hand side. Calon with it. Back to Cricida. And Calon, who's got some space. Now what's he going to do with it? Plays it infield to Schiavone. They're playing the ball around nicely in triangles, but not really getting forward up the field to affect his end. They switch the play now, and they do indeed get in behind Cancellieri. What's he going to do? Play it into the middle, and it's cleared away by us just about. We'll bring Oscar on for Pellegrini as well for the last 15 minutes of this game. Pellegrini obviously just coming back from his injury. We don't want him getting too much running about. He might cause himself another injury. And it looks like it's going to be a very boring second half, and we hold on to a 3-0 victory here up against Salerno. It puts us top of the league. Fair enough, the Milan sides have a game in hand, but we're still top of the league at the moment. So as I say, that game puts us top of the table just now, but the Milan sides do have a game in hand, so we'll find out when we return for the Coppa Italia final how the Milan sides get on in those games in hand. But the most disappointing thing about the whole episode obviously was that draw against Udinese. You can see the last time we dropped points in the league was back here up against Napoli. All the other times we dropped points, or should I say not won, it was in a knockout competition. So that draw there was the first time in a couple of months we dropped points, which you probably can't complain about that, but it was the only reason we were in this title race was we'd had such a good last couple of months, and dropping points right at the end might have just scuppered our title hopes. And remember, we're not signing a new contract here. Our contract's expiring in just a couple of months at the end of this season. It'd be so good if we could have won SerieA and Coppa Italia this year, checked off all the Italian trophies that we needed. Might not happen now, but there's still a chance. And if you come back for the next episode, which is the Coppa Italia final, you'll find out if we're able to check off one of those trophies off of the list. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like on it. It really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an episode. And until the next one, which is the Coppa Italia final, can we get our first bit of silverware here in Glory Hunter? You'll have to find out in the next episode. So until that one, we'll see you then.